Greetings of good day. I am EAPascual from Talangan Integrated National High School, Nacarlan, Laguna, Philippines. The title of my study is Individual Education Planning, Equipping Teachers in Addressing Learners' Diversity. Individual Education Plan has been in the educational setting since 2001 and was popularized by United Kingdom and Canada. It began with a concept of bringing education to special children who have specific needs, and later was adopted by institutions as a strategy of meeting different needs of learners. It's a strategy of bringing individual education to each learner through compilation of information and records of dealings between teacher, parents, and learner. With the onset of the new Philippine Professional Standards for Teachers last 2018, the challenge of addressing learners' diversity and collaborating with parents to attain utmost learning experience from the students was laid down. This study intended to explore the benefit of using individual education planning to the performance of learners in school. Since the onset of the K-12 Basic Education Curriculum, otherwise known as the Enhanced Basic Education Act of 2013, Talangan Integrated National High School has accepted the challenge of accepting senior high school students, offering both academic and textbook courses. From school years 2016-2017 and 2017-2018, it has offered general academic strand, automotive, and caregiving strands, while from school year 2018-2019 until this present school year, it has added accountancy, business and management, and information, communication, and technology. The researcher wanted to build on home visitation, learners' codex of needs progress achievement, and homeroom guidance program as three ensuring ways to possibly address learners' diversity. These strategies were used and explored during the first semester of the school year 2019-2020 for the grade 11 GAS and ABM learners that the researcher was handling as advisory sections. This study evolved in the notion that important in conceptualizing an individual education program is having learners' profile that can be extracted from formal and informal activity and assessment. Those three sources that this study explored are home visitation, use of learners' codex, and homeroom guidance program. According to Porter of 1994, the key in determining the underlying concepts and learning outcomes of the lesson, considering them in the light of the students with special educational needs, and making adaptations as needed for those who require them. Multi-level instruction as part of individual education planning, thus, needs the profile of learners to determine the special educational needs and have the strategy and lesson delivery fit learners' diversity. If the academic performance is the issue, Gorther, Rue, and Anderson of 1998 found out that teachers who make regular home visits feel that it is well worth the time and emotional effort due to the significant payoffs in the classroom. Directly and indirectly, academic performance is positively affected because of the confidence gained by the learner when he is visited and encouraged by the teacher. Qualitative method of doing a research was the process employed to answer the questions posted at the beginning of the study. Creswell of 2003 describes qualitative research in three ways, which makes this design different from quantitative research. Makes knowledge claims based on constructivist perspectives, uses strategies of inquiry, and collects open-ended emerging data with the primary aim of developing themes from the data. The respondents for this qualitative study were the advisory class of the research, which was consisted of grade 11 accountancy, business and management, and grade 11 general academic strand learners. The learners view home visitation as channel of acquiring basic knowledge for the learner's situation at home, way of uplifting learners by showing concern to his life outside school, teachers' basis for management of lesson, and learners in classroom setting, important for learners' acquisition of confidence in being his real self at home and inside the classroom, assessment of background of learners so teachers can institute appropriate discipline inside the classroom, collaboration with learners' family in ensuring utmost performance of learners, and school's duty to relate to community as part of learners' environment. The use of Cortex is seen by learners as source of basic knowledge of learners' strengths and weaknesses, a monitoring agent that guides learners' progress on a task or challenges he is encountering, an assessment of learners' needs and how teachers and parents can help, a reminder to learners that everyone is unique and they need not to compare themselves to others, a reward in itself when learners realize their achievements, a mirror of learners' life path which aids them in inner introspection, and an important mechanism that aids learners in regular assessment of their development. The implementation of homeroom guidance program was perceived by learners as a way of nurturing themselves in other aspects of human development like spirituality, a venue for learning and relearning lessons taught in schools, a beneficial intervention when planned with specific activity, a time set for learners and teachers to know and be acquainted with each other, a special way to take away barrier between teacher and learner or between learners themselves, an avenue that will aid teachers in developing lessons suited for the learner's needs, and a way to provide guidance for learners and motivate them to schooling. An important catalyst in realizing the role of individual education planning are the school heads. Unless they lead the teachers in developing a system of individually knowing all learners and having a profile of them ready for use in educational planning, the best out of every learner would not be achieved. Therefore, school heads should first be the proponent of individual education planning, and all teachers will follow if properly guided and the concepts of individual education planning are well explained to them. The competencies, budget of work, materials, and all aspects connected to curriculum should be flexible in such a way that it allows space for teachers to make adjustments of innovation so as to fit the learner's needs, interest, gender, experience, and ability. Curriculum developers are thus challenged to focus on producing differentiated instructions as a guide for teachers, especially the new ones. Though much has been known on the aspect of education through centuries of study and innovation, much is still to be explored, especially because the nature of learners continues to evolve across decades. As different principles come out so as to address learners' needs, the program itself that corresponds to those principles is needed for implementation and not just planning. Throughout the conduct of this study, the researcher was able to see how vast is the field of education that he himself is being challenged with the ever-changing need of learners so as to reach them and cultivate in them the value of discovering their uniqueness. Guiding them in discovering this is a crucial role of teachers, so much more the advisor. Once again, this is Elimar EAPascual of Talangan Integrated National High School. Thanks for watching. Keep safe and have a great day.